Alright guys, it's William Jam here. So let's continue our bootcamp of game dev. So as you guys can see, when I press any of the key, you will see at the left bottom corner here, because if you want to do exactly what I did, and because I'm not a native speaker, so you might hear some having difficulty hearing some of the words or the process I've been doing. So I used this amazing software called a screencaster, and but it is sort of conflict with the avatar that I've been showing at the left bottom corner here. So I think as a tutorial or video, I think is much more important than to show the key I'm being using rather than the avatar. So I just get rid of the avatar. Okay. So let's continue. If you just open your Unity Hub, you can choose the template. Okay, so if you create a new project, and you can choose the template, and you can choose the long-term support version. I'm going to use this version, and you can use whatever version that is available right now. But if you want to do exact same, you can choose the exact same long-term support version. And here's my opinion about the 2D and 3D development, and a lot of beginners ask me which version, which sort of game development should you start. I think, this is just my personal opinion. I think 2D is a great way to start because it's one-dimensional less, so you don't need to worry about a lot of things. So my suggestion for you is that you can quickly got a 2D game and distribute on the phone to share with your friends, and it will greatly encourage you to continue your journey, because game development is a huge commitment. So I would like you guys to get motivated along the way. Okay, so let's just choose 2D core and make a name of 2D tutorial, right? And then you can create a project. Create a project and wait a minute, and because depends on your computer processing speed, you might just spend a few minutes on processing and initializing all the things. So I'm going to pause it, and here we are. We initialize this working environment here. And as you guys can see, this is a sample thing. Let's just give you guys a quick tour around this Unity. So the Unity engine is like most of the tool that human race device nowadays. It's pretty simple. Our left is hierarchy. At the bottom is your resources and file that in your game. We sometimes call that assets. Here is your game, and you can get a scene. You can get the real game, and the asset store. If you are as old as me, the asset store has moved. So if you're old Unity user, you might just click here and just bought something and just import it. But it's sort of just move to the web browser. So you can get online store and click it, and it will just using a hook to get the Unity and import that in your Unity editor. So most of the time we won't be able to use the asset store. This is just to serve as a shortcut. So sometimes you might just be able to just close it, okay, because you won't be able to use it. And the thing and the game is two of the most important tabs that we will be able to use. Scene is where you design, and game is where you test your game. And at the right side is the inspector, is the thing that if you choose a certain game object, it will get more information. Okay, so for now we're at a sample scene, which means that it's just a sample thing. Okay, so scene is just as the name suggests, it's just a certain area that you can put all the assets and the right logic, and the thing is the player. If they enter a certain thing, they kind of using that their console, their phone or their computer to sort of render this sort of environment. And we will talk about that. Because you don't want to overload your users device, so you might be connect different scene and got a pretty complex environment. So yeah, don't need to worry about that. And inside of the thing, we got all sort of a game object. And in Unity, a lot of things are represented in game object. So for example, the camera is also a game object. And once you have chosen a game object, you can look at the right side, which is the inspect panel, and you can see this is a game camera. You got a transform, which is I think most of the object will have this transform because you need to put that at a certain place. So yeah, the cameras are here, and got a position here, as well as this. This is what makes the game objects unique. So if it's camera, we say camera. So if I create a new object, say right click it and create a new, say 2D object, a sprint, and for example a square. And of course you can rename it. Say I'm going to name it William here, okay, or William JM, or William Jamie, or something like that. So let me just using William JM. All right, and then if you choose that, you will see that you also got a transform, but over here it's a little bit different. You got a sprite renderer, which means that yeah, it's different than the camera. Camera's camera here, and if you look at here, it's a sprite, and you got render, which means that you need to render that certain object. Okay, so yeah, basically that's the tour of this workspace. We will going to discuss a lot of for example, the inspector. We got a lot of options for you to choose from, so we will discuss that in detail. But for now, yeah, you just create your own project and yeah, make few objects here, and let's just get familiar with it, and then I will see you in the next video. Okay, bye bye.